Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day: Madison County man is arrested and charged with attempted murder. Plus, funny money is circulating the area again, and a dog that escaped a local pet daycare is still on the loose. We've got the details on that. Plus, a look at the weather with Todd and your sports report with Michael Watkins. That's all coming up here today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, a Madison County man is facing serious charges after an alleged domestic violence incident. According to an arrest warrant, the Madison County Sheriff's Office responded to a domestic incident at Baptist Health Hospital in Richmond on July 22nd. The victim claimed that a verbal altercation with 35-year-old Richard Clark escalated when he arrived at her Berea residence. The argument turned physical when Clark allegedly dragged the victim from her vehicle, pinned her to the ground, and choked her until she blacked out. The victim sustained significant injuries, including a partially collapsed lung, face and neck contusions, and possible rib fractures. Clark was arrested on August the 6th and charged with first-degree strangulation, first-degree wanton endangerment, and attempted murder, domestic violence. His arraignment is scheduled for August the 9th. Clark is currently lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. And of course, we'll have more on that story as it becomes available. Well, area businesses beware, as more funny money has been found being circulated in Madison County. The Madison County Sheriff's Office is asking for your assistance identifying the man pictured on your screen. The unknown man allegedly passed counterfeit money at the Dollar General store on Boonesboro Road this past Sunday, August the 4th. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Madison County Deputy Todd Chitwood. That phone number 859-623-1511. Well, what some are referring to as a freak accident has led to the Richmond community joining forces with search and rescue team officials to help find a missing dog. WBON spoke with the owner of Four Paws Unleashed, where a Labrador managed to escape the pet daycare facility, to find out what's being done and how to help bring the lost dog home. Here's the story.
The Richmond community has banded together to help find a dog who escaped from a local pet daycare center earlier this week. It was business as usual at Four Paws Unleashed on Monday afternoon when daycare employees were bringing in a group of dogs from one of their outdoor areas. The facility's security cameras captured the moment when Abby, a yellow Labrador, managed to push down on the door handle, opening the door to the front lobby before escaping through the entrance of the building.
She was coming in from being outside for her break with her buddies, her play group. When they came in, she came in through the daycare building, and they were getting some of the dogs settled, and she went to the door, and she opened the door and went to the lobby, and then went straight to the door and opened that door and escaped outside.
The next day, Four Paws Unleashed owner Ashley Renton says her team began putting new security measures in place to prevent a similar incident from happening in the future.
We had all of our handles on our doors changed, and we had all of our doors just checked. The best we could check them to make sure they were secure, and they closed securely.
Since then, Four Paws Unleashed says they have enlisted the services of a professional search and rescue team to canvass the neighboring area to help find Abby. Additionally, a drone team was brought in to try to spot the dog from the skies. Search parties made up of employees and volunteers have also scoured the location both on foot and by car. Following the incident, Four Paws Unleashed provided an update on the situation and offered a reward for information leading to the safe return of Abby. Within 24 hours of the post being made, the community began reaching out.
We've had several people. It's been amazing that the community's jumped in and helped, and we've had several people donate things from just their time to, which is very important, to monetary donations, to also the reward, hoping that that will help someone help us look for her. So we're very thankful to have all the help that we've had from everybody, because we can't do this alone, and we're asking for everybody's help.
In a social media post made just before 11 a.m. today, Four Paws Unleashed asked the public to not search for Abby during the following 48 hours, as the professional tracking team has narrowed their search area down to a location where Abby is likely to be. This is to avoid any excess noise that may keep her hidden. If you think you spot Abby, Four Paws Unleashed asks that you send a picture of her to them. Abby is approximately 60 pounds and is wearing a black rubber collar. She has also been microchipped. If you have any information that could help locate her, please call Four Paws Unleashed at 859-623-3647. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
We're all hoping that Abby will be found soon. Well, 3 young children who vanished in the woods of Harlan County last night have been found safe. KSP Trooper Jacobs says the ordeal began around 9:30 last night when the 5-year-old, 7-year-old, and 9-year-old wandered away from their family while camping at Kingdom Come State Park. A massive search was launched involving local first responders. Hours later, the children were discovered deep in the woods, exhausted but unharmed. They were reunited with their parents. Trooper Jacobs says it was a long night for everyone involved and thanked the search and rescue teams for their dedication. Definitely a happy ending to that story. Well, this past Friday, police found 2 people dead in a car in Corbin in the hospital parking lot. According to officials, 2 people, later identified as 39-year-old Michael Salisbury and 35-year-old Shonda Parker, were found shot in the van behind the Baptist Health Hospital. It is believed by police to be by a case of murder-suicide, but they are still investigating what led to that shooting. Detective Robbie Hodge with the Corbin Police Department stated that they would just like to talk to anyone who had contact with them the day leading up to this event. What the mental state was, if they were having any underlying issues, to help get a kind of a motive for this. It's still unknown why the incident happened in a hospital parking lot. Reportedly, investigators believe that Salisbury shot Parker in the head before shooting himself. Salisbury and Parker reportedly had 2 children in common and were in a relationship. Officials say that nobody apparently heard the gunshots, so the bodies were not discovered until a passerby saw the bodies slumped over in the car and notified hospital staff. Police say Salisbury's family has been located with the use of social media. This is all we know about the cause at this time. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with information as it becomes available. Well, we've got a good update to a story we brought you here on Friday. A Winchester family is rejoicing after a 5-day ordeal ended with the safe return of their beloved pet snake, Kia. The Columbia red-tailed boa constrictor escaped its carrier and made its escape into the city's sewer system. With the help of neighbors, the Cartwright family managed to locate Kia 2 blocks from their home, hidden under a pile of wood. Wes Cartwright expressed relief at the reunion, describing the emotional roller coaster of the past few days. Despite the fear that often accompanies the mention of a boa constrictor, Cartwright emphasizes Kia's gentle nature, particularly around his daughter, Presley. The family is now enjoying their time together with their beloved family member back home where she belongs. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news coming up right here live at 5.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Another very warm day out there. We've got Todd in the Weather Center going to give us a look at that forecast and the forecast for the weekend.
Hey, Gwendolyn. Well, believe it or not, the clouds overhead today from that of Debbie. A tropical storm as of earlier today. This is going to continue to weaken, but a lot of the clouds and rainfall from this system will continue to lift north. We may have a couple of stray showers or isolated thunderstorms developing and continuing through the evening, but that'll be about it. Nothing expected to be significant with this, and just a general thunderstorm threat. There's our severe risk with Debbie across the mid-Atlantic states. So any shower or thunderstorm threat will be diminishing as we head through the overnight time period. Again, dry with partly cloudy skies into Friday morning. Our temperature will drop to around 70 degrees, and then dry and sunny into this upcoming weekend with dropping temps. You will certainly notice some cooler readings Saturday to Sunday as we fall into the 70s. Must stay a touch of fall here, but we're at 87 tomorrow. Still plenty warm, and the feels like temps may be climbing up into the lower 90s for a few communities, but the feels like temps again this weekend and next week into the upper 70s. Now, with that said, from the 15th to the 21st, we're still expecting to see above average temperatures across much of the Ohio Valley and the Commonwealth, but not a whole lot of rain here. Again, there may be some pockets of locally heavy rain as we get into next week, but until then, as I mentioned, looking pretty dry other than that stray shower chance here tonight. How much rain are we going to get? Again, maybe a couple of locally heavy pockets, but not a whole lot region-wide. There are those stray showers, thunderstorms kind of pushing through, diminishing again as we head through the overnight time period, then some sunshine heading into our Friday. We'll start off into the 70s again tomorrow morning, but then those daytime highs will be climbing into the mid and upper 80s, and then we really see the temperatures fall here Saturday down into the upper 70s for some communities. Another nice day Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, still holding on to the 70s, but then warming up later next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, an 81-year-old London man has passed away following a single vehicle accident on Kentucky 192, approximately 8 miles outside the city. According to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, Jerry Clark lost control of his vehicle on Wednesday due to a suspected medical emergency. The vehicle left the roadway where it struck a tree. Clark was transported to a local hospital where he later was pronounced deceased. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is continuing its investigation into that incident. Earlier this week, the defense attorney for Michael McKinney III, who has been charged with the murder of Amber Spradlin, filed a motion for McKinney's indictment to be dismissed. Attorney Randy Martin O'Neill filed the motion Monday, arguing that the court did not make a return in open court, thereby breaching the grand jury's secrecy. O'Neill reportedly stated that he was made aware of McKinney's indictment from social media posts and at least 2 weeks prior to the case being presented to the grand jury. He further argued that law enforcement was in position to serve the warrant before an indictment was returned or filed by the circuit clerk. O'Neill went on to say, since the indictment did not appear to have been returned in open court prior to the warrant being issued, the Kentucky Rules of Criminal Procedure 5.20 was violated. O'Neill wrote, this failure to comply with the procedural requirements required that RC 520 constitutional, a significant defect in the indictment which cannot be cured at this point. He went on to write that the circuit clerk can seal an indictment or any pertinent information to the case with the exception of an issuance or execution of a warrant or summons, and could have been kept the indictment private. O'Neill stated that media and members of the community were notified of the indictment and on a standby to hold press for the arrest to be made so that it could be publicized, meaning the opposite occurred. He did acknowledge that even though the indictment was not sealed, it would have to have been filed with the circuit clerk in order for a seal to be considered and warrant issued. Another motion filed Monday argued that McKinney's bond should be reduced from $5 million full cash, stating that the Commonwealth could not produce a single piece of evidence supporting their claims. At this time, a court date has not been scheduled. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Michael Watkins coming up with the latest sports news. That's coming up next here live at 5.
Hey y'all, it's Josh
and Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
You know, those giant law firms love to brag about how many billions they've won. But what's important to us is winning the support of our Kentucky community and fighting for justice for our clients.
We are grateful you voted us Best Law Firm in the 2024 Smiley Pete Best of Lexington contest. At Hicks & Funson, you're more than a dollar sign and more than just a number.
So if you've been injured and you prefer local instead of large, call 859-777-7000 or visit honestfearless.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Hey everyone, Michael Watkins here, wanting to tell you about one of my new favorite places to eat and to have a good time, the Julep at Danville Country Club, now open to the public. The Julep doesn't just offer great food. Join them for karaoke, singo, rent their event room to host a shower, holiday party, or other event. On Fridays, you have to get over and try out the all-you-can-eat catfish. Like the Julep at Danville Country Club on Facebook. Restaurant open to the public, other amenities are not.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond. Richmond.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back. Today in the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, Michael Watkins tells us about some exciting days ahead for some EKU sports teams as they invite fans onto campus. Plus, one former colonel competes in the Olympics. All that and the final scores from another big day at Gibson Bay for one local golf team.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm Michael Watkins here in the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. EKU alum Ahmed Jaziri put on the race of his life in the men's 3,000 meter steeplechase finals at the 2024 Paris Olympics to bring home 5th place. Jaziri qualified for the final with a very impressive performance in the first round on Monday, where he fended off a late charge down the stretch to secure the final automatic qualifying spot for his heat. In a tight race all the way to the final, Jaziri kept pace with the leaders the entire race and powered through with the best result of his career in the event. The former colonel clocked a time of 8 minutes 8 seconds .02, shattering his previous personal best by over 6 seconds to secure a top 5 finish. Well, in more EKU sports news, Volleyball Fan Day, including the annual Maroon and White scrimmage, is set for Saturday, August 24th at the Rick Erdman Olympic Sports Training Center on campus. And the event is free and will begin at 1:30 p.m. It'll also include an autograph session with the team following the scrimmage. There'll be yard games, activities, and ticket information will be available at the event for fans. Season tickets for EKU Volleyball are just $40 and can be purchased at EKUsports.com or by calling 859-622-2122. The 2024 volleyball season begins for the Colonels on August 30th against Texas Tech at the Boston College Invitational in Massachusetts. EKU's first home match of the season will be a part of the Jerry Paul Vino Invitational against Morehead State on September 6th, beginning at 1. The same day Volleyball Fan Day takes place, EKU football will also host their Fan Day event. It's a good day to spend time on campus as the football event won't begin until 5 p.m. With autograph sessions inside the same building where volleyball had theirs, fans can also enjoy yard games inside the gym, inflatable games, and take photos with EKU football gear. Food trucks and DJ music will be stationed in the RV lot with water inflatables inside the stadium next to the RV lot. The first 100 fans to the event will receive a voucher for free ice cream and an EKU football schedule t-shirt. EKU football will have a scrimmage beginning at 7 p.m. and season and group tickets will be available to purchase on site. And yesterday, the Madison Central boys golf team did what the girls did the day before, and that's host a tournament at Gibson Bay Golf Course and win said tournament. Yesterday, the boys shot 5 under par, beating second place St. X by 19 shots. Not only that, the top 4 scorers for the day were all Central golfers, as Tucker Jones, Braden Carlisle, Rodney Bells, and Seth Baker all shot either 3 under par or 2 under par on their home course to help the team earn the win. That's it for today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. We're going to take one last commercial break. We'll be right back with more news right here live at 5.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBONTV.com, and click the Over-the-Air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBONTV.com.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass of Lexington, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5. The Whitley County Sheriff's Office is investigating a home invasion robbery that occurred on Mountain View Drive in Williamsburg on Wednesday morning. Authorities believe that an unknown suspect forced their way into the victim's home overnight and stole an undisclosed amount of cash before fleeing the scene. The suspects were driving a stolen white 2013 GMC Yukon with Kentucky plate 522 ZBZ, last seen heading northbound on US 25 toward exit 15. The stolen vehicle has not been recovered. Anyone with information regarding the robbery or the whereabouts of the stolen vehicle is urged to contact the Whitley County Sheriff's Office. That phone number 606-549-6017. That investigation is ongoing. Well, the Coast Guard has temporarily closed the Kentucky River to traffic under the Broadway Bridge in Frankfort until September the 6th. This action follows the collapse of a portion of the bridge's sidewalk over the weekend. Frankfort Mayor Lane Wilkerson announced that the city is actively coordinating with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, the Kentucky River Authority, and the U.S. Coast Guard to address the situation. The goal is to minimize the impact of the closure on the boating community, local events, and of course tourism, Mayor Wilkinson said. Further updates will be shared as more details emerge. Well, a man was arrested over this past weekend in Laurel County in connection to an attempted burglary. Police were dispatched Saturday evening in response to a 911 call where they said 62-year-old Arlo Harris was knocking on the front door of their home and trying to force a window open. At the scene, witnesses informed officers that Harris had been attempting to break into several cars. He was reportedly found sitting on the front porch of the residence he had attempted to forcefully enter, where he was arrested. Harris was charged with attempted burglary, criminal trespassing, and menacing. He is lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. Thanks so much for joining us right here today, live at 5. Don't forget, we've got lots of great programming still to come here on Channel 9. Have a wonderful afternoon. Of course, I'll see you tomorrow, live at 5.